Come sitting up straight with the eyes closed and the shoulders resting down away from the ears and the chin tucked in. And nice deep inhales to the low belly and draw the breath all the way up to the top of the lungs. And then exhale through the mouth, just let it all come out. Any anxiety or tension or resistance or uncertainty, any emotions that make you feel not relaxed, not present. Just let those come out with your exhale. And on the inhale, fill the breath all the way down to the soles of the feet, filling up the legs, and the pelvis, and the belly. Just feeling your connection with the earth, feeling solid, stable, supported. And when your lower parts are filled, then draw the energy up the spine, into the heart, and up into the throat, our center of truth, speaking truth, hearing truth. And up to the brow, our inner knowing, our inner guidance system. And all the way up to the crown, our connection with spirit, with the unknown, which in this age of Aquarius is becoming more and more known. A nice deep inhale, filling the whole body up with breath. And exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart center, rubbing the palms together as briskly as you can. Feel the energy start to move from your hands, up your arms, to your chest and heart, to the back of the body and the shoulders and the jaw and the throat. Keep the breath nice and long and deep. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth as we prepare to tune in with the Adi mantra. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the truth, to the wisdom that's within me, that's within each person in my life, that's within every circumstance in my life. And pressing the thumbs into the heart center, elbows out wide, shoulders resting down, chin tucked in. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. And inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Press the palms, squeeze the root, tuck the chin, draw the energy up from the lower part of the body, up through the spine, through the heart and the throat and the brow and the crown, and release the breath, release the root. And again, inhale deep, deep, deep. Hold the breath, squeeze the pelvic floor, press the palms, tuck the chin, lift. And exhale, release. Last time, full complete inhale. Lock the prana in, squeeze the pelvic floor and the tailbone, low belly, sex organs, press the palms, tuck the chin, draw the energy up through the crown. And exhale. So we'll do some energetic warm-ups before we come into the meditations. Come onto the knees with the palms in front of the body on the floor, and we're going to do Swan Kriya. So you tuck the nose down towards the floor, and then on the inhale lift up, and then exhale and continue. Inhale the chin up, exhale, tuck the chin and draw the nose to the floor, and just like a swan dipping its beak into the water. Full complete inhales and exhales And just start working with the spine and the throat and the neck with the eyes closed, gazing through the brow point. And just enjoy the movement and the sensations in your spine and your tailbone and your belly. Much movement in your spine as you can. Find the places that feel locked and let them release. The chin up, eyes are closed, gazing through the brow. Squeeze the tailbone as tight as you can, and exhale, tuck the chin, squeeze the belly all the way back to the spine. Sit back into your spine, and inhale, come onto hands and knees, and tuck the toes, lift the hips up to downward dog. Stretch out the back of the body, bring the heels towards the floor. Jaws relaxed, eyes closed, breathe deep. And when you're ready, come straightening the body out into a plank pose, right over the floor. Strong, straight abdominal muscles, arms, legs. Breathe here for a few moments. And then on an exhale, bend the elbows and let yourself come down to the floor slowly. Rest on the floor for a moment, and then lift the chest up off the floor into cobra. Lift the chin, breathe. And then tuck the toes, straighten and strengthen the body, coming back into plank and then all the way back to triangle. And we're just going to keep doing that at your own pace. Triangle, plank, floor, cobra, plank, triangle. And continue, nice deep breath. Breathe, inhale on the cobra, and exhale on the triangle or downward dog. And keep the body nice and strong and powerful. Take care of the low back. Use the strong abdominal muscles to move. Breath, powerful. Strengthen, energize the body with your movement. And when you're complete, end in triangle, downward dog. And just breathe and relax here. Stretch out the legs, let the belly hang. Shake the head, release any tension in the jaw. Good, and then begin walking the hands back towards the feet, so you're just hanging over the legs. Take some breaths here, just release, hang. And when you're ready, inhale yourself all the way up to standing. Shake out your legs and arms a little bit, shake your head, shake your spine. We're going to come into this, it's called 15-minute morning set. It's a really nice way to start your day. So your arms are going to be out with the palms up and your thumbs are pointing up to the sky. So keep the arms as straight as you can and just the thumbs are pointing up. So you're just standing comfortably, feet about hip width apart. We're going to begin a breath of fire in this posture. So pumping the navel as you exhale, the breath comes forcefully out of the nostrils. As you inhale, the belly just fills up and it's fast. If you're on your moon cycle, then just do long, deep breathing. Keep going, keep the shoulders relaxed, eyes closed. Till the thumbs can meet. Grab onto each thumb and open up the front of the body just a little bit. Arch the spine, lift the heart, and when you're ready to exhale, come forward, bending all the way down to the floor. Keep the thumbs interlocked. Bring the hands to the floor. Just rest down over the body. Good. This charges up your electromagnetic field. When you're ready, bend the knees and come down to sitting with the legs out wide. Keeping the backs of the knees towards the floor and the toes up towards the sky, and bend over the left leg. Grab onto the big toe if you can, and just staying in this posture, we're going to come back to that breath of fire, keeping the chin tucked in, eyes closed. And just stay here, powerful breath, 1 minute, stretch out that leg. Ultimately, ethics is a practice of putting our best intuitions about the good into practice as we express our moral intuitions. Ethics for a yogi is not about legal protection, avoiding lawsuits. Ethics is about a powerful commitment and intention to relate to others in consciousness and to live the value of authenticity, caring, and compassion. Practicing an ethical stance puts us in tune with our own self, and it develops an ethical sensitivity to sense the correct actions in any given circumstance. This word sat means truth. Good. Inhale, hold the breath for a moment, and then exhale completely and squeeze the pelvic floor and the tailbone, pull the root. Hold as long as possible with the breath held out. When you need to inhale, do so and bring yourself back up. And come hanging over the opposite leg. Grab onto the big toe. Tuck the chin, lengthen the spine, and breath of fire. Meditate on Sat, on your truth. Bhajan located the divine firmly in the individual. The primacy of the consciousness and soul is recognized. It is the ego that is confronted. Individuals with their ego under control align to their higher self and the infinite. Inhale deep. Exhale everything out. Squeeze the pelvic floor and hold as long as you can. Lengthen through the spine. And when you need to inhale, bring yourself back up. Just take a few breaths. Next posture can be challenging, especially for the low back, so only do what you can do. So you're going to be on your belly and your fists are going to be underneath your hips. The head will be on the floor and the legs are going to lift up on an inhale, and then you'll exhale everything out and squeeze the root, and then inhale again. Exhale everything out, squeeze the root as many times as you can. When you need to come down and rest, you can rest, and then come back up. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, and continue. Locust pose. Bring the legs up as high off the floor as you can without overdoing it on your low back. When you need to rest, rest. Breathe. Kundalini is, in essence, the life force of awareness. When we elevate the Kundalini, we encounter a force in our nervous system and psyche that strips away all that is not needed and drops us, wordless and wonder-filled, into the direct stillness, shunya, of all that exists. We can experience that we are part of it all, that everything that exists touches us and co-creates reality with us. A sense of ethical imperative arises spontaneously in each moment from our hearts, from our deep awareness, and is beyond mind and concepts. Instead of attaining a universal list of values or laws, the reality we all share and are part of comes alive in each action and is the fruit of our collective ethical intelligence and practical wisdom. One last time. Keep the legs up high, inhale and exhale everything out. Squeeze the pelvic floor as hard as you can. And then exhale and relax. Inhale, exhale, relax. Just let the head come to one side and the arms come out from under the body. And just rest here. up by the shoulders, push yourself back into child's pose. Relax the low back, breathe. Come sitting into meditative posture. You can sit on a blanket or pillow for extra support if you like. So this first meditation is called Inner Assessment. So we'll be holding 3 different mudras, using long deep breathing through each one. And I'll be guiding you through meditation, visualization, and inner assessment in each of the mudras. So sitting up nice and straight, your hands will be starting in prayer pose, but then the left hand is going to slide upwards until the tips of the right hand, the fingers, are pressing to the base of the left palm. So the left hand is somewhere right in front of the brow point. And your eyes will be closed, gazing through the brow point. And you'll come into long, slow, deep breathing. Become completely still. Allow yourself to become thoughtless. Enter into a crystallized state of shunya, stillness. In this state, survey your whole body. Just taking note of how it feels to be in your body in this moment. And now search the space around your body, your aura, your auric field. To feel open, content, flowing, consciously releasing any constrictions until you are content and relaxed in all directions, in all parts of your aura at once. This is you sensing you without reaction to anything. This is you as a presence, as an awareness. Bring both hands up towards the brow plate so that your thumbs can hook into either side of your nose up by the eyebrows. Keep the eyes closed, keep the breath long and deep, keep gazing through the brow plate. sitting in this meditative, mindful state that you just created, invite in a memory. See yourself performing some act that you feel is beyond what was expected by yourself or others, and that fulfilled your best sense of yourself as a person. Pick an action that helped, uplifted, or served another person. Once you have this memory, experience it as if you were actually doing it in this moment. Feel the sensations and emotions of that act in your body. How do you feel about yourself, and how connected to others and to the world do you feel? What do you notice in your body and in your energy field, the auric field around you? If you were to draw your aura at this moment, what would it look like? What colors would you use? Keeping the posture, return to that meditative state of stillness and shunya. And now bring your hands down so that your left hand is covering your heart center and your right is over your left. And press the hands in and maintain that pressure as you continue to breathe long and deep. Eyes focused through the brow. Still sitting in your meditative, mindful state. And invite in another memory. See yourself performing some act that you feel is wrong and that you would not like to be known for. Pick an action that got you the goal or emotion you wanted in the short term, but that you did not approve of afterwards. It could be an action that you think was impulsive or in which you feel conflicted or confused, and make sure that it impacted others in some way. Once you have this memory, experience it as if you were doing it right now. Feel the sensations and emotions of that act in your body. How do you feel about yourself? How connected to others and to the world do you feel? You notice in your energy field, your aura, what would it look like if you were to draw it? And take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, release the mudra and just bring the arms up and shake all of that out of your arms and heart center and shoulders and head. Just breathe and shake, let it come out of your body, your auric field. Let it go, let it go, let it go. It's not happening right now. It's something to learn from. And when you've given yourself a good shake, let the arms come down and just sit in meditative posture. And just think back to this experience, noticing how your energy is different in these two states. Doing something you feel is wrong and doing something that you feel good about. Noticing what's the difference in your willingness to see yourself and be seen between these two experiences. And if you imagine staying in each state for years and years, how would you feel in the end? Inhale deep and exhale. And again, inhale as deep as you can. Hold the breath. And exhale through the mouth, let it go. And last time, full complete inhale, hold. And through the mouth, exhale. There we go. And find a way to stretch your legs, whatever feels comfortable, legs out wide or legs narrow in the front, and stretch out the legs, stretch the hips. We're going to move a little bit more before we come into the next exercise. So take a minute or two to stretch in whatever way feels good to you, stretching the legs and breathing. The fundamental approach to understanding values in yoga is how living or not living those values immediately changes your experience, your energy, your radiance, your communication with yourself and the world. It changes your fate on the spot. It is not something that happens later, but actually as you do it. The art of living the values is to recognize what they are for you and to monitor when you are doing them or not. When our energy goes down, we tend to not want to look, as when you are disheveled and not fully awake in the morning and you avoid looking into the mirror. In yoga, we accept that we are always seen, always in a mirror, and that every breath shapes our radiance and the Akashic records, the karma that's written, what we've done. Good. Finish up your stretching of the legs. And then come back into easy pose and give yourself some neck rolls. Nice gentle neck rolls, opening up through the throat. Reverse directions if you haven't already. Inhale to center, tuck the chin, draw the energy up, squeeze the tailbone as tight as you can, pelvic floor. And when you're ready, exhale and release the root and come lying on your belly. We're going to come into cobra pose. Bring the feet close together. Hands up by the shoulders. If you can't come all the way up, you can just come onto your elbows. But lift the heart up off the floor, lift the chin, gaze through the brow. And we're gonna do that same breath cycle where you inhale deep and exhale everything out and squeeze the pelvic floor as tightly as you can until you can't hold the breath out anymore. Stay in the posture, inhale deep, exhale, squeeze. If you need to come down and rest, you can. Lift the heart. Ethical practice makes us skillful in locating our heart in the midst of any situation so we can act as a good human being. Our motivation, our awareness, our values all align. Yogi Bhajan called this alertness and applied intelligence. Last couple times. And when you've completed this next round, I'm resting on the belly. Kundalini Yoga radically shifts perspective from a God out there, which gives us value as a human being, to recognizing the value of each human being as a part of God, embracing the opportunity of each breath to act with consciousness, and accepting all people as our family. Kundalini Yoga simply demands that we be human first and human last. It calls on us to recognize that being human is the highest calling. And bring the hands up to the shoulders, push yourself back into child's pose, stretch out the low back. Come onto your back. Another exercise working with this breath cycle of exhaling, squeezing the root. So once you get onto your back, your legs are going to come up, or we're going to actually come into shoulder stand. So legs up to 90 degrees, lift the hips up off the floor, support yourself, tuck the chin. And get yourself as straight over the shoulders as you can, with the toes pointing. Take some deep breaths here. And on your next exhale, you're going to hold the breath out and begin bending the knees as though you're trying to kick your butt. Then hold the breath out and squeeze the root as long as you can. When you need to inhale, bring both knees up or both legs up. Inhale. And then exhale and begin kicking. Keep the chin tucked in, back of the neck is protected, and keep going. And you can either rest here on the back for a few moments or come up and come into easy pose and then come lying down onto the back so that your legs are crossed. Bring your hands onto your navel, interlace the hands, and just breathe and rest. Let all of that work through. Just a few long deep breaths here before we come into the next meditation. Kundalini is the energy that helps our soul, consciousness, and identity flourish. We are not content to just be alive. We want to bloom. We want to realize our potential. We want to explore our nature, talents, and possibilities. We realize that each act is part of the infinite. We live our excellence and allow ourselves and others to flourish. And a few more long deep breaths here. Fill up the belly and exhale. Release everything. And make your way back up to sitting, whatever way works for you out of this posture. Sitting up straight. This last exercise we'll do is called Being Human, Balancing Heaven and Earth. Straight spine. The right arm is up here, right at the same level as the shoulder with the palm facing down. Everything's on the same plane as the shoulder. And the elbows making a 90-degree angle. The left palm is coming out here and the palms facing up. Keep the fingers together and very stiff and tight. The eyes are closed, or you can look at the tip of the nose and just begin long, deep breathing. Breathing mechanically, not automatically, meaning don't go on autopilot with your breath. Stay connected to your breath. Long, deep breathing. the posture, keep the breath mechanical. We're going to start working with what are called the 5 sutras of the Aquarian age. Yogi Bhajan gave us 5 sutras as compass points to navigate the consciousness of the Aquarian age. Together they form a framework of insight that brings emphasis to the ethics and virtues that we want to cultivate. Sutras are aphorisms that convey core teachings in spiritual disciplines. So there's 5 of them. We'll go through each one. So I'll read it, and after I read it, identify the virtues that you would associate with each sutra. See yourself acting out this sutra in lots of different aspects of your life, and notice how that feels. The first Aquarian Sutra is recognize that the other person is you. Work with that one. Recognize that the other person is you. The second Aquarian Sutra, which is understand through compassion or you will misunderstand the times. Understand through compassion or you will misunderstand the times. See how you can bring that into your life. See yourself embodying that truth. To the third one, there is a way through every block. There is a way through every block. Meditate on that. See how that's true in your life. Apply it into your life. When the time is on you, start, and the pressure will be off. When the time is on, start, and the pressure will be off. last little bit in this posture, you're going to begin squeezing your entire body as you breathe. So keep this posture and squeeze your whole body. Continue breathing very mechanically and rhythmically, just 1 minute. Squeeze the whole body and meditate on the last Aquarian Sutra. Vibrate the cosmos. The cosmos shall clear the path. Vibrate the cosmos, and the cosmos shall clear the path. Squeeze the whole body, breathe, meditate. Vibrate the cosmos. Vibrate the space around your body. The cosmos shall clear the path, whatever's blocking you. And this is the last little bit. Stick your tongue out and breathe through your mouth. Keep the mudra just 1 last minute. Breathe powerfully through the mouth. This is called lion's breath. Keep squeezing the entire body. Balance the heavens and the earth. Down into your lap. Sit straight and breathe very calmly. Go into thoughtlessness. I'm going to listen to this particular mantra. Go into thoughtlessness. Meditate deeply. No thought. Just be. So that you can be you. last part of this meditation, keeping the spine straight. I'm going to start pumping the navel to the rhythm of this mantra. On each pump, the breath is going to come through the nose. Pump, 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 pump. The breath comes through the nostrils on each pump. That's the exhale. Inhale deep and through the mouth, powerful exhale, cannon fire. And again, inhale. And exhale, power through your mouth. And last time, inhale deep and hold the breath and squeeze the whole body. And cannon fire, exhale through the mouth. And just sit in stillness, breathe. And when you're ready, come lying onto your back for Shavasana. Relaxation, cover up. Get about 6 minutes to rest.
Oh
To move the toes and the fingers slowly. And rotate the ankles and the wrists in both directions. And inhale, bring the hands up overhead, point the toes, stretch the body. And exhale, bring the knees into the chest and rock side to side. Let the knees fall over to one side in a cat stretch, twist and open the body. Back to center and let the knees fall to the opposite side, keeping both shoulders on the floor, twist, open. And come back to center and bring the soles of the feet together and the palms of the hands, rubbing, waking up the body. Good, and the knees back into the chest, tuck the chin, rock up and down on the spine, massage the whole back several times. And when you're ready, come back up to sitting. Bring the hands in front of the heart center, rub the palms again a little bit. Breathing deep all the way down into the soles of the feet and the legs and the sit bones and the pelvis and the belly. Feeling yourself grounded, connected to the earth, stable and supported. And we'll end with a long-time sunshine song. Sing to yourself, your life, your choices, and your highest self. And then we'll end with 3 long Satnams. Elbows out to the side, thumbs pressing into the heart, tuck the chin, shoulders relaxed in. Inhale deep. And exhale. And may the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Squeeze the root, draw the energy up. Take a moment to review your experience today. Project a vision of how you want to